You don't have to love your parents. You just you don't have to love anyone. Love is not a duty, I guess. Well, you have to love your children because otherwise, why would you bring them to life into this world? What is the whole point if you are not full of love to nourish your child's heart with it? Doesn't make any sense. But if I heard this idea years ago, I would doubt it really. Right now, I've came into conclusion that if an adult child doesn't communicate with their parents, it's always parents' fault, like all the time. And healthy, well, it's hard to say healthy in psychological way when you have parents that don't love you back, or maybe they are not, maybe they are doing it in their weird way and saying that that is the way that love is supposed to be presented. Usually it's not. So I don't get the idea of the society that forces you to love your parents, even though they might hit you, break your bones, like physically, ruin your mental health, ruin your desires, breaking your dreams. Because I remember when I was 5 years old, watching television, singing, and telling my dad, I'm gonna become a singer one day. I am going to be a singer. He was like, no, that's not a profession. That's not serious. You're supposed to be the one who's watching the show, not performing. And right now, I understand that that was an actual bullshit, but at, at the age of 5, when your parents like are your only people that you take all of the knowledge about the world from, I took it as it was, as a naked truth. I thought that that is something that I am supposed to believe, and that is scary. That people like my father are building families and are making kids and then trying to raise them, and also are trying to look great for the society. And society actually buys it, and society believes that these people are amazing fathers, brothers, sons, whoever, because they play. They just play good boys. But when the door is shut inside of the house, they become monsters. They become uncontrolled creatures who have no kindness, no softness, no God inside of their hearts. Oh, of course, they are also praying, and the publicity looks at them and being like, oh my God, he is so close to the God, and people around don't understand him. And he's like, he's going to the mosque. Bullshit. Like, there is no God in the action that this person does. He's jealous of the neighbors. He's jealous of relatives. He's jealous of his own children, like me and my brother. He covers it under speeches where he claims that we are not thankful enough for all of the things that he provided us. Like, you know, I remember him complaining about us growing. and needing new uniform for school every year, like till the grade 9. Just blaming the child for their body growing, the process that they cannot control, the process that is normal, is healthy. Or maybe I remember I was screamed at because I damaged my shoes because I was playing football. And I also have been bullied by my own father. It was like undercover. He was like, "Oh, you have such a belly," or "Yeah, you've gained a little fat." Well, I'm just your father, I'm just saying, and then there's nothing bad at it. When you're a girl at the age of 12, it's like your whole body is like a nerve and you feel everything so deeply. So from that moment on, I don't remember ever feeling skinny enough. I understand that I'm like not a supermodel or something in terms of just proportion. I realize that I'm beautiful, but the thought inside of my head that I am not skinny enough, that I'm little fat, it's like always there. I cannot say that it damages my physical health in some way. I've never had problems with eating, so I've never had bulimia or something. But I guess this is the part that is linked with my perception of myself as being attractive. Maybe at some point, sometimes I might feel insecure about my appearance just because of my weight. Well, it's not big. It's normal. So not loving your parents is okay. Maybe one of them. But the hurting thing is there is never an abusive parent and a normal parent. Like there are always supposed to be an abusive one and the one that doesn't take actions. The passive one, yeah, I would put it that way, like an abusive one and the passive one. Because if there is an abusive parent and an healthy parent, they would just leave and take you away as a child. Maybe there are going to be problems with the law. I mean, the abusive one would always like to have a control over you and also over your healthy parent. So they would like to take you away just to control both of you. But a healthy parent would never stay in their kind of relationships like that. There's always supposed to be a passive parent to this thing to keep going. So the sad news is, even the parent who you think is like the one suffering too, and the normal one is just the one who doesn't have guts to leave. Like, of course, it's scary, but I remember that my mom never protected me from anyone. Like, literally. Not from my father who was beating me, not from people who were bullying me back in school. From no one. She never did. She she have always thought of herself that she was a great mother and a great worker because she never used her authority, her power. Yeah, she never used her power to protect her kids, and that was fair because she was like a teacher in my school, and then she became the head of the school, which is ridiculous actually for both of my parents. It was more important to keep up their image of a good couple for the society rather than to be an actual great family. Yeah, honestly, the craziest thing is that people around us are assuming that we are a great family with great values and that me and my brother are always achieving some things. But I guess the part of it is that we never received love unconditionally. Love has always been the thing that was supposed to be earned. And that is sad, but that's life, and I'm an example of the person who didn't break and who still chooses to be healthy and to recover. It takes time, but it definitely is worth it because I'm not buying the idea of hitting children and hating them and blaming them for everything that is going on in the life. And sometimes this abusive parent changes a little. They when you grow up and you have like the right to leave, they are becoming like more fluent to control you in other ways, maybe psychologically or pushing on guilt or something. So these people are crazy and you don't have to love them. But I hope that you have wonderful parents and you've just been listening for my complainings for 12 minutes. But I'm sharing this experience to acknowledge that you're not alone in this whole thing, and there is always hope to get out of this nightmare and build your life, not caring about what your family says. Because when you are trying to dip deeper, you understand that it's not only an abusive parent, everyone around supports that system. The other parent, sometimes even the parent of the like a passive parent, and every person around who are usually being like, oh, even if they know about the situation inside of your family, they'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry for you. Yeah, he could be such a bad guy. And when you're actually trying to take actions and leave, these people would be like, well, but you had such a great family. Why would you ruin all that? You're too emotional. You can forgive your father. He is the father for the first time. I don't give a shit. I'm the kid for the first time. I'm the human being for the first time too. And I'm not hitting people. I'm not beating them up. I'm not screaming at them. I'm not abusing them. I do not. I have this inside of my head that that is not how things are supposed to work. What the hell? Why am I supposed to forgive my father? I'm not. Tell this fairy tale to someone else. So, you don't have to love your parents if they don't love you back. Or if they abuse you, they beat you. If you don't have the opportunity to leave, you don't have to tell them straight away, like, I don't love you. It's just, there is no reason for you to have guilt inside of your heart and soul for that, like that you don't love them. No point. I hope that this video finds people who need to hear that right now. That you are worthy of love, and as a kid, you have to receive it no matter what. Like, there is nothing you're supposed to do to receive the love. It's your right to receive it. So, but it's not your right to love your parents. It is not. If they betrayed you, like the closest ones, if they betrayed you, you don't have to. I'm sharing this kind of supportive, emotional, calm videos almost every day, so if you like it, you can follow. If you need some kind of support or something, you can always DM me in any social media that you would like to. I leave in the description. Oh, that's all for now. I am Alina. I hope you like it. Like my videos and the way that I elaborate on things.